Afternoon people, Vengex here again, doing another deck profile. This is for my YCS London 2019. Decided to go with going second Trickstars, one of my favourite decks to play. Matchups, yeah, finished decks 4, could have day 2'd, but unfortunately I lost my last round to Salads. This deck is really good for breaking boards, but it does sometimes lack resources. So yeah, I'm going to get straight into it. So first of all, free Candina, normal summon it, search out your light stage, search out your Corobane if you're going second, you want to get over a high monster. If I did go first, I didn't mean me go first, I saw it in my hand, it was fine. But ideally, I was looking to go second. So 3 of those, search Trickstar card. Followed up by 2 Licorice. I was going to play 3, but felt it was a little bit, considering I'm going second, it was a little bit bricky for me. So I found 2 ratio perfect. 1 Corobane, 1 Lilybell. Again, didn't want to clog up the deck with Trickstar Engine. I felt myself personally this ratio was fine and kept it at that. Now for the going second cards, decided to put the Mekk-Knight package in. 2 purple, 2 blue and 1 indigo. These won me actually quite a few games, especially against Thunder, which I Predator planted, their Colossus. Stuck out Nightfall into Blue Sky so I could have a card in my hand, and then went into Super Poly and OTK'd them for game. So if you're playing a second deck, then these really help as well. Plus it also gives you power as well, so you've got 2-5, 2-5, 2k, 2k, 2-4. And if you open up purple with Eclipse and a Candina, if they haven't got no outs, you can OTK pretty quickly because it's a 2-4 monster you summon Indigo first. Move zones, special summon purple Nightfall, normal summon Candina, Candina effect get light stage to add 200 on, light stage get Corobane or get Licorice. Probably usually Licorice, so you special summon Licorice after you do the attack, and generally when they draw a turn they're dead anyway. So that's the Mekk-Knight package. Also as well for going second decks, if I didn't like a monster on the field, we're going to eat it. Eat for millions. I wasn't sure whether to play this at 3, kept it at 2, purely for my deck. I had 45 cards, so I didn't want to extend, have more cards in the deck. So I figured 2 was perfect for this ratio. For hand trap lineup, if you're going second, you got to play the beast. Nibiru played against Salad Guy, Nibiru'd him twice. He couldn't recover. All cast again, Nibiru'd. Heroes, Nibiru'd. Thunder Dragon, sided out against Thunder Dragon because they generally don't summon 5 times. They generally summon 2 or 3. But yeah, Nibiru was a really good card as when needed, and plus it was easy to out as well with Cerberus. Another going second, I had to play Phantasme purely for the fact of if you're going second and you might have a going first hand with Candina's Nut in your hand, it was good to special summon and draw 2 and put a card back. That was it basically unbricks your hand, and quite a few times I had done Phantasme, I drawed into Super Poly, which was helpful. And the last hand trap I play is my alternative art Ashes. I really love the artwork on this, which is why I decided to play this artwork. Again, this won me quite a few games, especially when you get rid of their all cast engrave, and then they've only got a Harp Horror, and then you basically ash it, or if you're a Salaman Great player, ash their Stalio. They can't get around it. So that was it for the monsters. For the spell cards, you got to play 3 Super Poly as you're going second. It's just if they had Dingursu and a Galatea, it's just a straight Super Poly. Super Poly actually won me a game against Thunder Dragons because he had Titan, Dark and some summon on the field. So I activated Super Poly and he was like, you haven't got any targets. And that's when Dragostapelia came out to play. So recommended, definitely 3 Super Polys in main. Another 3 Desires. I was looking to play 2 Desires, but I upped it to 3 purely for the fact of it's my only draw power I have in this deck, and ideally I wanted to see it just to open it up with. But funny enough, out of 7 times I used Desires, I actually got stopped 6 times, which, yeah, it's It's one of those things that happen, but it's still recommended in the deck. 3 Cosmic Cyclone. Reason I'm playing Cosmic Cyclone and not Twin Twisters is purely for the All-Cast matchup. If you get rid of their Babble, they generally only play 1. You get rid of their Babble, they can't use their quick effects against you, which means gives you more of a chance. Same with Sanctuary and Salamangreats, they can't extra link by using their own monsters. And it was also good for like there can only be 1, but didn't really bother me, or Skill Drain, or another back row card that I didn't like. So yeah, Cosmic Cyclones were definitely recommended. Then we played 2 Mind Control. Was looking to play 3, but I just thought to myself, 3 might be too cloggy. 2 Mind Control, I was happy with that ratio. It was good nicking the monster, linking it off, and then just continuing your play. Call by the Grave, again, I only played 2. Didn't really want to play 3 on this one. 2 was fine. Saw it most of the time as well, so it was good just to banish a card from their extra deck, or from their graveyard. 1 Scapegoat, 1 Light Stage. We know Light Stage is at 1, which is fine with me. Thank you all cosplayers, by the way. Scapegoat, I had it Scapegoat in the main purely for the fact that if I didn't have a hand going second, or I had a dodgy hand, I had no way of unbricking it, I could set Scapegoat and still survive for another turn. Didn't play Terraforming, I didn't feel I need to. For the traps, going second, 3 evenly matched. It's a going second deck, so you need to play 3 evenly matched. Self-explanatory. 3 impermanences. Purely again, if you're going second, then you've got Colossus on the field, impermanence, negate Colossus, do your plays. And 1 Reincarnation. The reason I'm playing 1 Reincarnation, I didn't warrant it to be 3, especially if you're going second as well. If you do want to get rid of their hand and you know what's in their hand, it's always good just getting it searching off Candina. And that was the main. So that was 45 cards in the main. Extra deck. So extra deck, 1 Linky Boy, 1 Link Rebo, 1 Link Spider, and 2 Mrs. Radiant. This is purely for your Scapegoat targets, and also if you do summons that eat millions, you could also go into Link Rebo for movements, but you generally didn't need to. It's just basically your tokens. I played 1 Trickstar, Devaridis. This is purely if I win in time and I had 2 Trickstars on the field, I'd go into Devaridis, and its effect is when its card is summoned, inflict 200 damage to your opponent, and then you inflict 200 damage for each time they summon. So this is basically just a win in time. This is just my preference. Nightmare package was 1 Cerberus, 1 Phoenix, and 1 Unicorn. It was good to get out the token if you have Nibiru, your Nibiru's opponent, and you have a token, they have a token on board. You just get out it with Cerberus, and then you usually be able to get your Trickstar monsters back into your hand. Link 4s, Borreload, Borosword, and Avamax. Avamax was a really good card. A lot of people did not know how to out it, so I was happy with those choices. I played 1 Fortress Dragon. This is basically for Cyber Dragons. Unfortunately, I didn't face any Cyber Dragons at all, so I didn't have to use it. And then I played 4 Super Poly targets, which was Chimera for Salads, Starving Venom for all darks, Mud Dragon, and Predaplant. Starving Venom won me quite a few games. Predaplant, his effect basically is if you summon it and they have a monster of individual level, just stick a counter on it and negates its effects. That's how I beat it Thunder Dragon play, by negating Colossus, destroyed Colossus, and just OTK'd him for game. So that was my extra deck. Now my side was basically, if I lost and I wanted to go first, these are my going first cards. So for me, they can only be 1. This card I don't really care about this card. I play Mekk-Knights, which is sidekicks. I play Eatermins, which is Fiend, Trickstar, which is Fairies. So for me, it didn't really bother me. Plus Phantasma's Dragon and Nibiru's Rock. So I'm playing 5 different types of monsters, which doesn't get shut down by there can only be 1. Then you play 3 Inspector Boulder. Because a lot of decks now are combo based. So for example, Allcast plays Dangers, Salamangreats, normal summons, and then they go through their effects. I thought this card would basically shut down those decks, and pretty much you can just sit on Inspector Boulder beatdown. One of the main cards, one of my other side cards, System Down. This card won me 2 games against Allcast. They had nothing set, activated System Down, banished all their machine type monsters off the field, and they had no way of recycling back in. So it was definitely a good side card choice. Then two Imperial Iron Walls. Now I played against a lot of Thunder and I played against a lot of Orcast, and I played against Salamangreats. This actually won me another game against Orcast because they couldn't banish anything and they had no outs to it. And also Thunder Dragons, I also sided against Thunder Dragons quite a few times, and it did actually put a lot of work in for me. Two Denko Sekkers, purely for back row hate. I did play against someone who actually had a lot of back row, and I Denko Sekkered them. It was actually against Dark Magicians in round 7. I had normal summon Denko Sekker. On this occasion, he had Summon Morning, which it happens. And my last two side cards were basically Mystic Mine. The reason I didn't main this was purely for the fact of I just didn't feel like it was a main card. If I knew I was playing against a deck that summons multiple monsters, then I'd side it in and basically stop that from happening. So that's it, guys. If you liked what you saw, put some comments on, like and subscribe, and thank you very much.